Hi, in this video, again, we're going to talk about Power Query Unpivot data, but this is the second Unpivot data that I'm going to talk about, which will include like I have two sets of data, two column of data, which is considered as one set. So I'm going to involve index column and also ISODD. So watch carefully. Okay, so this is the sample data that I have. I have column A to column I, which is already in good shape. However, in this data, it's no longer like the previous video. We have January, February, March, April, May, but we have things like two column considered as one set of data. Every two column is one set of data. So it kind of complicated if you want to convert this into a simple database. So I will do the same. I will highlight everything here. Altogether, I have 6 different outlets. Now I'm going to turn this into a table. No header. There you go. Now, just take note that the 1001 basically means the outlet number. The NS simply means the outlet name. So outlet number is sharing with sales quantity, where outlet name is sharing with the sales amount. So just take note of that. So I'm just going to data from table and range. So now I'm in my Power Query now. So what I'm going to do is a little bit of adjustment before we can go and use it for the rest. Okay, so I need you to select like column A, column 1, sorry, column 1, all the way to column number 9. Column number 9. Then I would like the title to be copied upward. The title to be copied upward. So I will just go to the right click, fill up, so that the title is filled up in that way. All right. So what is important that you should know is the one that I want to use is the one that says the row number 2. This row number 2 is the one that I'll be using. So remember, again, I repeat, the outlet number is sharing with the quantity, where the outlet name is sharing with the sales amount. Okay, so I can actually just remove the null first if I don't want the null. Remove the null. And I'm going to make my row number 2 as my header. So everything goes up. So remember, outlet number is sharing with the quantity. Outlet name is sharing with the, what do you call this? Sales amount. So I'm just going to remove this particular first row now. I'll take away the category. Looks good, right? Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do like what you have learned earlier. We're going to start from the first column all the way to the unit price. Okay, all the way to the unit price. Then right click, unpivot other column. Now, unlike the earlier exercise, now we are unable to say that this is outlet name, this is outlet number, but because they are sharing, right? They're sharing the same column. Now, that is vertically sharing. Horizontally sharing, remember, 1001 is the same as your quantity. Your name is sales amount. So because of that, I need to add something here called, add a column called index column, and I want to start with 1. Therefore, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 all the way down. But I'm not using this column. Basically, what I need is to change this column index. Now, okay, let's say I add another column just to show it to you. I can put in something called under information is odd. So right now, what you see is 1 is true is odd. 2 is not odd number, so they say false. Okay, so because of that, I'm going to write my conditional column, and I'm going to pull out the data called the 1001, 1002. So I say if is odd is equals to, if the is odd is equals to true, then pick up the column attribute. So pick up the column attribute. By doing that, when I hit OK, you see, I take out the 101, 102, and so on. So I'm going to fill this down as fill down. There you go. Okay, so this column is basically the outlet number. I call this one as the outlet number. Okay, so I'm just going to put it in front here, outlet number. So now I'm going to do one more round. This time I'm going to call out the value. So I just go to conditional format, conditional column, say if my ISODD is equals to true, then pick up the value. So when I hit OK, I'll get a value. So now I'm going to right click this, I'm going to fill it down. Okay, so I'm going to fill everything down here. That's the quantity. So I double click this, I change it to quantity. Oops. Quantity, quantity. So quantity should be a number. So I'm going to choose it a number. My unit number is also a number. So click here to make sure it's a whole number. There you go. So I'm going to put this here. So this is what I have so far. Now, by doing this now, if I remove, if you look at it, if I remove the true from this, I have outlet number, outlet quantity, outlet name, and outlet value. Right, outlet sales amount. So I go to this ISODD. I'm going to filter out the true. So I have one set of data. Okay, so for the attribute, this one is my outlet name, and this is actually my sales amount. Sales amount. So I'm going to change this to decimal. There you go. So I just have to take the quantity, put it here. So I got outlet number, outlet name, quantity, and sales amount. So these two columns, I don't need it anymore. So I select this as a last resort to remove the column. There you go. That's my data. If I go out now, okay, load it out, this is my table. Okay, so yeah, you can do the same as the other pivot table and so on. That's it, right? So thank you, and please practice.